My ex-wife left me for an alpha male because he showed her the life of luxury she deserves. I showed her what happens when you F around and find out. I had been with my ex for 7 years, and after 2 years of dating, we got married. Not long after we had our baby, who's now 4. My wife quit her job to take care of him while I continued working as a line cook and started doing Uber Eats on the side. After a while, she got sick of it and went to finish law school. And when she graduated, she got hired at a top firm. From the get-go, my wife began making good money. Somehow, she convinced me to give up cooking, and I became a SAHD. She started to pull away after that. She'd work long hours and barely spend any time with us. She'd go out drinking to network with her work colleagues on weekends or out of town. At home, she'd always just be pissy with me. One day, she finally came up to me and asked for a divorce because she found someone else. She told me it's some partner at her firm. He had invited her out a couple times and showed her the life of luxury she deserves. She told me that he is twice the man as me. She called me feminine for being a stay-at-home dad while his wife was working hard and bringing home the money. I reminded her it was her idea and I was working 2 jobs before. To her, those weren't real jobs. She said this new guy is an alpha male who knows a woman's needs and how to take care of her. She bragged about how tall and muscular he is, how he has a real job, and took her on weekend getaways. And he's such a man he doesn't want to make things official until me and her are separated. I asked her what about our son, and she said I can have him. He likes me better anyways. I couldn't believe she would throw him away like he's some object. For the first time, I couldn't recognize the person in front of me. After she left, I cried my eyes out for 2 weeks hoping she'd call and come back. The only thing that kept me going was my son. I managed to beg for my job back and they rehired me for some weeknights. I spent the next months just putting my head down and working in silence. The divorce proceedings were moving quickly, and before I knew it was official. Now fast forward to this week. I received a phone call from an unknown number, and it was my ex on the other line bawling. She told me how her alpha male boyfriend found someone else, and she's too afraid to confront him because he's a partner at her firm. She explained her perspective and how everything led up to this point. Basically, my ex has admittedly always been really pretty and a social butterfly. After she had our son and 2020 hit, she felt ugly and insecure. So I guess when she got her job, she got the validation she wanted. Of course, feeding into these delusions was Dumbo, who recently had divorced her husband and poisoned my ex's thoughts with how I'm a failure as a man. How my ex is way prettier than me and she deserves someone of her standards. Apparently, I'm a beta male who rolls over and is stopping her from being free. It was definitely an eye-opening conversation. After hearing all this, I was really just disappointed more than anything, that she would be stupid enough to throw everything away on some whim and peer pressure. My ex asked me if we can try again. She told me how much she misses me and how she took me and all I did for her for granted. For example, I always made her lunch in the morning and made sure she's up to date with her pills. She misses those little things. I admit to telling her that I missed her too, but she did make every decision herself. And what if things worked out with the other guy? I'm not some consolation prize she can come running back to. She cried and said she wanted me back a week after she left, but was too prideful to call. I firmly told her no and hung up. Since then, my phone's been blowing up from friends and family saying I'm heartless, that my wife was vulnerable and taken advantage of, and instead of picking up the pieces and helping her, I'm leaving her to fend for herself. She did the same to me, so I refuse to believe I'm the bad guy in this.